Welcome back to another Montreal Canadiens night to talk about the rumor around the NHL also. Welcome everybody. It's Monday night, June 16, 2025. Hopefully an amazing, great day for the beginning of the week. What a great weekend of sport. Baseball, Formula One, golf, football, hockey. What a great weekend. Busy weekend if you are a sport fans. This is a dream weekend, and plus happy Father's Day. It was a Father's Day yesterday. So it was an amazing, great weekend for me. And I'm ready to rock and roll the show tonight. It's going to be a really busy night. We're going to buck it up. I finish at 10 o'clock. And because after that, at 10:10, we do the play-by-play, the game of baseball between the San Diego Padres versus the Los Angeles Dodgers. Ohtani start as the starter of the Dodgers for the first time. Then tomorrow night, we'll do the game number 6 and the Florida and the Edmonton Oilers. Then we'll be back Wednesday night, and then Thursday, and then Friday, and we go all the way during summer. And I'm very close. I'm close on my NHL draft 2025. Wait 24 hours to 48 hours. Yesterday, I feel better. But I wake up this morning, I cannot sleep 5 hours, 6 hours. That's crazy. Anyhow, wake up at 1:30, start to do hockey report, everything like that. And then I go back in the bed at 4 o'clock, wake up at 6:30. And I'm a freshman right now. I feel like 28 years old, go to the gym, I go and play pool, and we're running after the Chiefs. No, the last 4 nights, I stay home. Why, Coach, you do that? Well, first of all, I did not feel good. Secondly, I focus on my NHL Draft 2025. Thirdly, I prepared the show. I think this is one of the best shows on the YouTube channel. It's not because of me, guys. Of course, they're going to miss Inartab this year. Inartab was doing an amazing, great job beside me to do the NHL draft. Of course, they're going to miss him. I will take a moment here to say, like a night tonight right now, I want to be in the middle of the screen. I'll be a little bit at the left side, and Mr. Inartab will be beside me. So we'll take a time to think about him and thought about him, and we hope he will be back very soon with us, and because it's funny, guys, sometimes life is all about, we never met each other face to face. Like, I never met him in my life. Danny did it. Someone else did met in our tap. I never did. I only communicate by internet with him and Cam. He became one of my best friends of the hockey. And, it's not easy. When you time I turn on to not thinking about him, I do a little bit of prayer before I start the show, thinking about, for him, everything. So I just take a moment here to think about him, and then we hope. And if God willing to bring him back soon, he can to join us, because we really miss him, Mr. Inartab. Coach, you should, you draft pick of cheese. Yeah. That's a good one. Stan, welcome back. Randy, I'm going to send you the template you saw, and you have to put the name inside, but I'm going to send you. Or no, send it to me, Randy. I will do it for you, if you don't mind. 007 is in the house. Welcome back. You are all and you 20 is Guy. Welcome back again. Julien, welcome. Glad to see you, my friend. Listening for Nate, a guy like Andy Lorette, but the Jet never gonna trade him. Yeah, he's hurt right now. He's not going to start the season with the Jet. He have a 5-6 month out. I heard there a lot of Indian. You say Pattaya, yes, Zeph. So Zeph and Pattaya, when you're coming from Jean-Bien, you go at I will say to you on the one side, maybe it's on the east side of Pattaya, before you go straight downtown, about 0.5 miles. I call this the India country. That's crazy. At 3 hotels, all the people from India, and there are a lot of massage area and food of India right there. The Russian people are completely on the Zhongbian area. The Chinese are completely on the northwest of Pattaya. Um, that's not give you an exactly where they at, but that's what I learned about this one over there. And yes, you have a lot of you have the biggest, the best, the biggest three big. No, I'm sorry, the three big bar, music bar. Like you listen to music, you dance, everything like that. Are from India, and they are not the same owner. They fight each other like play music outside a big screen. It's like a MGM in Vegas. But yeah, but it's expensive to go there. I don't go there anyway. They are not my best friend. Ron with King is in the house. Zep like again. PW go with the pretty woman, Freeman with two base hit. Could show all. PW. We'll see you a little bit next time. Tony Frank is in the house. Gary, welcome back. Stand the man, like I said to you, and Roy and Samuel at the top right there. We'll see. We have missing some ton culture. Do you want me? Black is it. I said, or just name, just by order, Randy, 1 to 32. So I will go right there. We're helping you. Billy, welcome back. Hello, Frank. Everybody. Guys, bug it up. 10 o'clock, we are done. Put your comments in the chat if you don't mind. That'd be great. The first thing we'll talk about this night is NHL news. Some of you be very interested. Frank will be a little bit more surprised to hear a couple of news. I would like Frank to participate in the chat to tell us what you think about that. And the first news, guys, is about the Pittsburgh Penguins. Possible they trade Rust, Raquel, and Eric Carlson. They want to keep Malkin, Letang, and Crosby. They are shifting the Pittsburgh Penguins. Are retools? Are the rebuild? I don't know yet. They still have a bad contract like Travis Jerry, and I can go a little bit more. But they are what we heard the last 24 hours for the Pittsburgh Penguins. Would be very interesting what happening with that. GF is in the house. I still want Malcolm Spence and beyond are the great bottom. But rank him 16th in our draft list. Yeah, maybe a good one there. But he is not on my list for me. Russ, Raquel, and Carlson for the Pittsburgh Penguins. A new deal happening today or yesterday. The Listener Kings announced they signed goalie Phoenix Copley, a one-year deal. We know Copley was a backup at some point with the Listener Kings. It's a goaltender, been around with the Washington Capitals, the Colorado Avalanche, backup in American and NHL, playing American Hockey League. Is an older player now, but they still have a new contract. Same situation for the Ottawa with Lacey Thompson, one-year deal for Thompson, play with the Ottawa Senator, also with the Belleville Senator. That was happening about this one over there. Mark Elliott, welcome back in the house. Frank, I heard about this. They are crazy to get rid of Russ because it's good in the locker room. I guess Malkin wave is no trade close. Thanks so much, my friend. Then we have the last one for the next senior. So the goaltender signed a new deal today. The goalie of the Dallas Star, the Texas Star and the American Hockey League. The 23 years old Remy Poirier signed a two-way contract with the Dallas Star, and they are approximately the last players signed a new deal with their team in the last 24 hours. I'm not done yet, guys. I'm rock and roll the show tonight. I don't know if you see me or not, but I'm really excited. The Florida Panthers offer a deal at $7 million to Sam Bennett. Shocking. I thought he was going to get approximately $8 million. But are you surprised to hear that? By the way, tonight we have one big question, and we have to play the game under or over. So don't go nowhere. Some of you never played that game. Pittsburgh came out today, said they won't give Malkin another contract. This would be Malkin last year with her. Oh, no. There we go. With the prospect, a draft a pick, work to get Raquel. Yes, send them in. His face-off percentage is not great. if I can recall it very well, Raquel is a right shooter. They were going to request a first round pick, 16, 17. They were going to request a prospect in return. He carried on for 3 more years. That was the biggest red flag for me. He carried on for 3 more years. Bad for all of you about this. Stay with me. I recall when Montreal got an 8-year contract, Guy. Tony, Mark 7 million cheap for Bennett, counting the hometown discount because of the low tax mark. Yes, that's maybe right there. I thought he's going to get $8 million for the Philadelphia Panthers. That was my Guy. We just talked about this. The buffering, guys, you're going to hear that for the last couple of next hour, guys. We have a problem here, so I apologize for that. Manor cancel his charity events. It's not many people does not feel good about that, about Manor, and that would be no, it's not this, Frank. It's a problem for the somewhere, I don't know. The guy came yesterday, so it's not like problem. Last time the lady unplugged my computer. So Flame need to rank to thank Randy about that. So Manor cancel his events, not make all the unanimity about the people around that event. They don't understand what Manor does this, but I just want sharing this with you. And he did it, GF in the chat. It will be the last season with Malkin with the Pittsburgh Penguins. They announced they're not going to renew him an extension contract. So what happened after that for Malkin? Is it the end? He's going to move somewhere else? Don't be surprised. Malkin can trade to the Florida Panthers at the trade deadline. You're going to be the first one to hear that. The Pittsburgh Penguins are going to trade Malkin at the trade deadline to the Florida Panthers. That's what happening about this one there. Don't forget, please, to click on the like. We welcome everybody. And that's all, guys, for the news. If you have any question, I can answer to you guys. I read all the comments. It's really slow right now, so don't forget to click on that. That would be great. That will give you a imagine about this, Frank. You're right. Here we go. We move on for the next thing, guys. The Olympic 2026. The roster was announced today. That's fun team. I didn't put all the roster. You don't really the Latvia, Denmark, everything like that. But thanks for the like we just got right now. Don't forget, please, to click on like if you don't mind. That'd be great. And we got the Olympic roster. Guy, would like to hear from you what you think about this. Malcolm to Florida. Yes, my Frank, about this one. The Olympic roster, guys, start with the team Switzerland. The Switzerland got neither Reader, Shire, Fiala, Zigen Haller, Roman Uzi, and we have Timo Meyer. I'm impressed by the Switzerland team, guys. Like, the last 10 years, the Switzerland country become better in hockey. That's a big name there, guys, if you think about this. So I'm very impressed how you see that. But that goes, do you think Jonathan Toews can be, no, super. Toews is going to be a 3-team. It's a Winnipeg, it's a Colorado Avalanche, and I missed one team. Jeff is going to tell me the 3rd team. I apologize for that one. But that's what we expect to get tonight for the Jonathan Toews. Will be a 3rd center. Winnipeg just maybe try to get him a 2nd center, but the way they roll the line, it could be that way. I don't see Jonathan Toews for the Montreal Canadiens, to be honest with you. Malcolm does not fit into Florida's style of the play, in my opinion. Tarasenko did it last year. I think at some point, I don't see no problem with that part, Mark. Will he get the recognition that deserve and make the Olympic team? That will be a good question about that. It's going to be, a fight between him, Robert Thomas, Cicerelli. I have to put his name because they put him like there. But it will be a fun between Toews and the Toews best now. Exactly about this. Julien, I agree, Mark. Toews said Winnipeg, Toronto, Colorado. Toronto was the key about that one. Well said, GF. We talked about this yesterday, guys. The Germany team, we have Grobauer, Zeder, Raquel, we have Suzla, Leon Tressolol, and Nico Sturm. All of them going to participate at the Olympic for the team Germany. The Slovakia, we have Juraj Sakowski. Inside of that one with Simon Emek, Martin Ferrari, We have Martin Pospisil for the Flame. Thomas Tatar, followed by Eric Sonac. No, Philippe Mazar is not going to make it, so forget about him for that one. Mr. Fisher, Sovkesut Olympic. Hey, coach, exactly about that one over there. The team Czechia, we have Kudas, we have Pasnak, Martin Nikash, we have Zaka, the goaltender Tostal, and Audrey Palette. It's not a big roster. It would be amazing. But again, the selection of the big defensemen for the Olympics will be one thing for that one. Do you think our film communication? We just talked about this. Joe Pallotta is in that proposal. McDavid for the 30-something age rebacker. I do it. We don't need those picks. So it's like trading age rebacker for McDavid. The Anaheim Ducks, we're going to refuse this, Joe. So McDavid, Pat Verbeek, we said Caulfield, Suzuki, Lane Hudson, right there. That's it. So are you okay and cooling? Are you willing to get McDavid? Why? Because they are the best players. Same thing like if Montreal get trade Nick Suzuki, who you get in return? It's not good enough. They will need an established player play in NHL. It's not New York, it's not Dak, it's not Madison. We have to be on the same, apple, orange does not work. So I don't want to be upset about that to you, my friend Joe. I just want to think about this if you are Pat Verbeek right now. So every time you make a proposal, guys, I'm the opponent GM, I will say yes or no to you. Will we go around a circle with a fly like bird on the sky for that one? Hudson, for sure, it will be a menace on the big ice surface. Rudolph, welcome back, by the way. Then finally, Rudolph is somewhere, Ecuador, I don't know, Colombia, somewhere around the world. Canada, guys, Sidney Crosby, Brennan Point, Kel McCall, McKinnon, Sam Reinhardt, and Connor McDavid. So the Team Canada, of course, USA, Sweden, Finland. Of course, we're missing the Team Russia. But this is going to be the ones going to make it possible. The top 5 of this tournament. Or that one. We'll see what we got here. I just realized today McKenna, Jacob Smith will be playing at the Penn State this year. Yeah, Jackson Smith signed his deal now with the Penn State. They are not done yet, Penn State. But you're absolutely about this, Frank. I have all card to sell you. Great deal. I can get next on that one. Good for Pittsburgh. Forget McDavid. We would like to destroy our future getting him. Exactly. It's key better to be on the team or we A2. About that one. We'll be really interested what they're going to do with Nick Suzuki. It will be but we'll see what's happening. The preview of the game between the Edmonton Oilers and the Panthers will be very quick, guys, because I have a lot to talk about the NHL Rumours. That was the purpose of the show tonight. The Florida lead the series. This is the old one right there. I don't know why I put this right there. I forgot to change this. Florida lead the series. I forgot to change, guys. Hold on. How can you do this live? Sometimes it's not perfect, but you have to fix that one. Here we go. So, really bad game for the Oilers. It was flat. I don't know what happening. It was miserable to watch. You can give credit for the Panthers, but you cannot show up at the game number 5 of the Stanley Cup final the way they did. It's unacceptable, in my opinion. And the goalie situation, guys, it's terrible. Can you imagine thinking about this? Let's start Caden Primo at the final Stanley Cup game number 5. It's similar to that with Picard. I'm just saying 7-0, guys, but Picard is not a regular goalie in NHL, and he started the Stanley Cup. The chance to make it, to win, it's 20%. Yes, you have bad play by Wildman, Ekholm. They put Ben Dem on the right D. They played their career on the left D. They got beat by the crossover defensively. So, They are right now in the trouble, the Oilers. It's not looking good. It's not looking good. So I think they're going to return with Skinner tomorrow night. But here's the problem. Ekholm is questionable now. Possibly does not play tomorrow. And the reason behind that, this is a major. It could aggrave his injury and maybe not play next year. It will be really interesting to see Ekholm. If Ekholm is not there, guys, it's over. McDavid play with an injury. RNH play with an injury. And Hyman is not there. So, McDavid scored his first goal of the playoff Stanley Cup game number 5. Others was paying homage to the leave. Yeah, GF, the series should be long over. You're right about that. Pierre, if you are in the Stanley Cup final and you are not convinced who should be your goalie, his main, the GM did not address the big problem. You're right about this, Pierre W. But how many years, year after year, we talk about that situation with the Oilers? Mike Schmidt, Jack Campbell. It's crazy. You're absolutely about this, A2. I don't see that too. I think it's over. You're right about Mr. Fisher. I like to call him Mr. Fisher. I like this. There we go, guys. The Florida Panthers, guys. Paul Maurice and Bill Zito are the genius for me. This is the best coach. This is the best coach and the best GM right now in NHL. You said, oh, but they have a team winning. It's not bad. That Zito make a lot of great trade. Remember when they did the Tampa Bay Lightning with Brisebois and Eiserman at trade deadline to get a winning Stanley Cup back-to-back? That's what happening with them. They got Marchand for nothing. They got Zed John at $7 million for the next 5 years, guys. I understand the tax. You understand that. Many of the player guys are rejected by other team, and they got them. So well done, Zito. Paul Maurice, guys, the way the Panthers played last game, it was maybe the best structured hockey I see the last 10 years. It's not the best, but it was one of the best. They couldn't do anything to others. They always have a red jersey on their face. So well done by the Panthers and by Paul Maurice, guys. They shut down and they win what? They are 10-3, I believe, on the road, or 11-3 on the road. They scored 59 goals on the road. This is the record in NHL during the playoff. It's unbelievable what the Panthers are doing right now. And we have to give credit for the organization. What the Oilers trade for the Habs to Tobesh. Again, Rudolph, Tobesh will be the key of that. You start again a young goaltender with no experience. They have to get a guy like John Gibson. They have to get a guy like Jake Allen as a backup to Skinner. I think for me, is a backup. You're going to laugh at me. But you get a goalie with experience. He's a solid goalie, backup number 2. He can pick a couple of games left and right. I think Jake Allen is one of the good goaltender. Like Jonathan Quick, example, a goalie been there many years in NHL. That's what they're looking for. Skinner is only 24 years old. It's just they have a better duo because why you don't get a goalie a high number 1 because they don't have a lot of money on the table. So you get a goalie $3 million or less. They are lucky right now. Skinner is at $2.4 million, I believe. For that one, the Florida should build a statue on the Zito. Exactly about that. Zeb John, a crazy Evan Matthew Kachuk was talking about that. We have him for 5 years. Here we go. Marchand is play awesome hockey. He's great about this. Edmonton can target Allen, maybe trade for Wolf. Here we go. Who is the MVP? This is my question of the day. Every night, guys, at 8:30 p.m., I release a new question. You can looking on my channel. And today is about MVP. I will ask this question to you right now. if you have an MVP right now, who is you will be your MVP if the Flyers win the game number 6? Brett Marchand, Sam Bennett, Bobrovsky, Jones, Barker, whatever it is. It's going to be a Panthers player for me this year. And I'm still debate between both of them. I still believe Bennett is going to get it, but I'm not guaranteed about this. Good point, Frank. If you have an answer for that, let me know on the chat about this. Who's going to be that one for the Fleur Panthers? That's all we got, guys, on this. Right there, it will be the Bennett, Marchand, Forman. We're going to be debate, guys, for the many, because I think this is the two players going to make a difference right there. Here we go. Buck it up, guys. We have 1 more hours to go. The Montreal Canadiens news for you. No, let me go about that one there. The NHL news trade bait and 2025. I'm going to give you guys a little bit of information about that. On this one, let's remove that one first of all, guys. We have first of all, guys, the trade bait board. All the name are going to be possible to be traded. Now you're going to say, Coach, they're never going to trade him. I understand that. They are the 20 players on the board, I believe, are the most name mentioned on the trade bait right now. Marchand for Google, welcome back. Luciano Graziano, welcome back in the house. Winnipeg Jet, Evan Radkin, center. Ipolsky is in net. The Oilers, the series is over. So MVP, Conn Smythe, and Bobrovsky for PLW on that one. So Marco Rossi, Minnesota Wild, 90% is out. Bowen B. Ram, 90% is out. Buffalo Sabres. Ramus Anderson, I know Randy is in the house. The rumor is that Calgary would like to keep him. 1 more year deal, become UFA next year. $4.5 million, 4.9. I believe he's not going to be traded. I believe he's going to be traded at the trade deadline. That's my opinion about that one. Right defenseman is going to get a lot of money in return. Calgary can afford him. I think the trade deadline, Calgary can look and they can realize where they're at on the standing, and if you have an extension to mention with him. But I think this is the player I believe is going to be traded at the trade deadline. John Gibson, guy, is like an old record, you know? Turn around. Hey, come back next year. Every year, John Gibson is supposed to be traded. Never happened. So we're interested about that one. Leave it. Can fan alert in the chat. Here we go. Only Nikash Benaja Robinson, no show, too expensive. Mac Elliott. Coach, why do you think Rosie is available? Just the size thing is really good players. 2 things. The size, and they have to pay Kaprizov next year. So the extension Kaprizov, the line of center with Eriksson, AK, I think they can get something in return good for Marco Rossi to patch up the hole they have. I think they're missing a good winger again on the top 6. It's not good enough with Zuccarello, 37 years old. Ryan Atman. They have a couple of good prospects, right? But I think that's the reason he's only 5'9", 5'10". That's the thing about that one, and the money is under succession. Kadri Miller, guys. New York Rangers, who knows what's going to happen with Chris Drury. Why Kadri Miller? Because he become an RFA, and the money is a problem. Not a problem for the Madison Square Garden, but it's a problem for him to get a deal. But I don't expect this. I said to you guys, 30% chance will be out. JJ Paterka is the number 1 target this year during the summer. He's a number 1. Good winger. I don't understand Buffalo, how they work, the management staff over there. But they're going to get good in return. B-Ram also. So be really interesting what happening there. But that's what happening for this event for Paterka. Montreal Canadiens could trade the first round pick, the 16-17, 50-50 on that one. Thanks for all the like we got so far. Jonathan Marchessault could be traded. You have to remove release is closed a no trade. Possible Marchessault leave the Nashville. Eric Carlson, we talked about this early, is on the market for right now for the defenseman. Nick Robinson for Toronto Maple Leafs. I can add also at the bottom, we see Carly Jack Croc and Devin Caff. Morgan Riley, guys, is on discussion at some point. I'll be shocked if Morgan Riley leave the Toronto Maple Leafs. Uh, Jean-Gabriel Pajot, another year for him to be removed for the New York Islanders. Connor Murphy, right defenseman of Chicago Blackhawks. Chicago Blackhawks have a ton of great defensemen. But Zed Jones is out. Murphy is still the older players right there on the right defenseman. I would set 50-50. Brendan Shine, this is an interesting case for him. Could be trade at some point, but I think they talk about also Jordan Kyrou. I don't know why the Blue would trade Jordan Kyrou, but Shine is right there. We talked about Brian Ross a little bit early. The goaltender must click in. So now the Columbus will have to trade him $5 million. That's not looking good for the last season. Which team can get him? I have no clue. Morgan Kiki, Boston Bruins. Then we have Kelly Jack Croc for the Toronto Maple Leafs and Nicolas Heller, UF3. Now we talk about Kiki and Heller, guys. Why you said that? Because two players could have the rights to get trade to get an 8-year deal. Does it make sense? So would be interesting about that one over there. Heller requests a $9 million. We're going to talk about this in the next couple of minutes. You're right about this for Marshall. So thanks for the likes. Carlson, $1.5 million. Frank, you're right about this, Frank, but I think the San Jose got money on that one. I think it is about $9 million for the Pittsburgh Penguins. Come on, coach, give it quick. I know, but the computer is not very quick. Here's right now at $10 million with the Pittsburgh Penguins, Frank. There we go. Ross is a great one. Thanks so much, Randy. I'm going to return to you with the full complete to you, Randy. You can see it if I don't make mistake about that. Now, we have a couple of players I want to talk about this. Mika Zibanejad. It could be on the target. I don't like his contract, $8.5 million if I recall it. I still have a couple of more years, like 3, 4, 5 years for him. And also, he's 32 years old. So, I don't know how they can do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years for Zibanejad. Not a good deal for me. I will not touch him at all. Jason Robinson. This is a Dallas Star, really interesting. Jason Robinson is a winger, 6'3", not the fastest skater, but he put the puck in the net. 40 goals to a couple of years. Great winger. Montreal have a couple of deals they could do with that. Is one suggestion, but would be interesting. This is the kind of player we love to have the Montreal. We need a big winger, 6'3", 6'4". We have Patrick Lanning on his final year contract. I understand that, but Jason Robinson, guys, would be interesting. I don't know what it would cost the team, but they don't have. They cannot get the Dallas Star a player with $7-8 million. They have to get a player about $4-5 million, and the best are $4-5 million. So, would be interesting about this one. Cole Diggs, Robinson, Frank. Robinson is a road skater, but inside the pain is steady. It's not a matter for me because he put 40 goals per year. It's like 240. Not a great skater. He put 30 goals per year. Look up tall. I can go with many players like that. So it's not a problem for Robinson, in my opinion. Mika, no, the last is passion, the game. He loved been does a lot of festival in Europe during summer. Here we go. So, finally, guys, we have Martin Nekash. I don't know Steve Woody is here. Is another unhappy player. This is a little bit the PL Dubois drama 2.0, in my opinion. Why you said that? Dubois was not happy at Columbus, was not happy at Winnipeg, did not talk same thing with Los Angeles Kings. Now he's Washington. Martin Nekash contract for the last 3 years. Want to quit, leave the Carolina Hurricane. They gave him a deal last year. They trade him at trade deadline. They go to Colorado. Now play with Colorado, play with McKinnon, and he's not happy about that. He wants more money, and the Colorado doesn't have no money for him. That's simple. So if Nick Cash have 90 point, 40 goal, 2 seasons, mix one or two for 3, 4 years, I can understand. But look about the stat of Nick Cash and NHL. Consistency is not there. I understand the size, everything like that, but I don't know. So we'll be really interested what happening about that. A lot of comments in the chat. Don't forget, guys, to click on the like. If you don't mind, that'd be great. That's the triple we got for the trade board of the NHL right now. The rumor around the NHL, some players going to leave the team during summer. It's going to be a really interesting summertime, guys. Be honest with you. There you go, guys. The Montreal Canadiens. I'm going to go deep with that part of there. I want to hear your comment. Don't forget, please, to click on that if you don't mind. That'd be good for that. And during that time, guys, I'm going to go right here on the Habs right here. And you can see below me, guys, we're looking for Luciano. No. We're looking for a second center and right defenseman. We want big in Montreal. We want player compete in Montreal. And we are back. I said don't go nowhere. We'll be right back all the time, guys. It's a frozen, it's a computer, it's an internet problem. We're going to recall the technician today, but it's not me. So if it's happening, guys, stay, take a water, take your beer, whatever you drink, and I'll be right back. It's just a 30-second delay about that. As I understand that. I apologize. It's out of me. And I need to smile in the camera, but inside of me, you have some kind of smoke. Get out of my ear. But I cannot do anything. We have to stay calm in life. We have to accept adversity. All right? Anyway. First of all, guys, so we'll be like Kapanen, maybe come to the main camp, maybe have one more year deal with the Lions. If the Lions get eliminated, they won the last 2 seasons, the champion of the NL anyway. But if he finishes the season early, he can play with the Montreal Canadiens and then join the Laval Rocket like happening. I don't say it's going to be part of Montreal Canadiens, I don't think so, but he'd be a good player for the Laval Rocket at some point. It's a little small players, but very smart, good hands, and he drive to the net. He compete very well. But it's only 168 or 170. That's something you have to, put more muscle about that. Expectation, we don't know. It's another right shoulder, center. Again, I'm not saying he's going to be in the Montreal Canadiens, but it's another player we have to look about him the next couple of things, a couple of years about that one. Mark finished home, did not go out for the last 4 nights. No cheese, nothing. I focus, guys, on the NHL draft every day. I work 5-6 hours. I'm focusing on the documentary of Ken Dryden. I'm focusing on the rivalry between the Nordic and Montreal Canadiens. I'm focusing on the rivalry between the Montreal and the Boston Bruins. A lot of good stuff. It takes time to get all those video, narration, everything like that. But I'm going to give you more information the next couple of weeks about that one. And we are back again. I apologize for that one. It is what it is. The Habs Rumours, guys. For that one, I said to you guys, it's 30 seconds, 35 seconds. We don't know problem. I'm going to call them. Peterka, Robinson, Nicolas Hague, and Nicolas Heller, and Sidney Crosby. All the targeting for the Montreal Canadiens at this moment. Now, can use what we think he does under the things. Maybe Mathieu Bernier, maybe other player in NHL, a veteran defenseman. I don't know, guys. But the other player, they're looking for a winger also to be big winger, can compete. How he can unplug a trade to surprise all the Montreal Canadiens fans, I don't know. I said I believe Montreal are going to keep the pick number 16, 17, or jumping to get 12, 11, 10. I think. And then Montreal have not enough asset to get a player by trade for the upcoming season. On the UFA, guys, I look about the center. Sam Bennett, John Tavares, Sutter. I missed another one. Another like not good. So the center UFA, no answer there. They are not the only team looking for a second center in NHL or first center. Rosie is not the solution for the Montreal again. Use one big, one compete. And I think right now, we'll see what could happen about that. I hope to get Justin Smith, but I don't have a good feeling about it. Frank, think about Victor Ekholm. I would love LR on the app. He look at me, a guy that's ready to go to another level. He can fly. The rumor, he requests $9 million A2. Good point, Mark. Ag make no sense for me. Is big, but not physical. 6'6", Gary. Randy, Wall should go after Rosie. Rosie, who, Randy? So, today, $9 million here, I heard today. Today, I have a proposal from Matthias Brunet. He said, if Montreal can trade for Crosby, the two first round pick, no, don't touch Rebecca, Michael Edge, and someone else. But you trade another prospect to the Pittsburgh, going like 2 picks plus 2 prospects for the Montreal Canadiens. They will trade for Sidney Crosby. Gary is the only one that chat believe Crosby with Montreal Canadiens. The smell. I know N26 was in the chat who said this never going to happen. I still believe in my head it will not happen. Crosby is royal. But the hockey, how it works now, and this business hockey now, it's not happening a lot. And could have some kind of friction, Crosby with the organization, Malkin and Letang. So, guys, this is enough right now. I don't know, but I think Crosby is the key of this trade. But Kenny does this, I have no clue. Exactly A2. That was the rumor. I don't think so. You get that one. My nephew think is coming to add the 2. I don't see it. A2, me too. I'm a A2. We have a lot of comments. We have a lot thinking all the time together, and I think this one you're right about that too. I don't see that. I think Mayu is keeper trading him would be a mistake. M money, M&M back in the house. Frank said Sid does not like Zubas. And the fact Mike Sullivan is gone could have an impact. I don't know. Good point, Mark, about that. I agree with you. With the fans in Pittsburgh. Also, who said Raymond Book will leave the Boston Bruins to play in Colorado? Who said Marchand will leave the Boston Bruins? Good point, Billy. He always considered the Bell Center the number 1 best rink in the world. Now, Colorado could be another option for him, and they name a Jeff. I don't know if you see it. They name a third one. I think we have to keep Mayu. You know what? I'm not a big fan of the Logan Mayu guys, but I will say to you, I will not trade him too. I will keep him. Let him evaluate one more year for that. So Nicola Heller, I too, if he was at $7 million, I will accept him. Nicola I'm with Gary about that. Why to add another left defenseman? Jason Robinson's really one. Gigi Peterka, I don't know the cost to get him. Buffalo will ask him more. They don't want prospect, they want a player established. I know Nick Cash will not accept that, but Colorado should look about Peterka. But I'm going to give you one more name here, guys. The Los Angeles King could trade for Peterka. They have a couple of right defensemen. The Devils could trade for Peterka too. They would like to have two players established in NHL, a defenseman, a right defenseman, and a forward. They can do that. No to Crosby will be a bad move, Roger. Why? Why? Why is it a bad move, Roger? Good point, Mr. Fisher. Mitch Bellin is in the house, Mason, and Amia at the draft for Remus Anderson. Welcome back, Mitch. Don't forget, guys, to click on the likes. Madison does not fix the problem for the Flame, guys. I will tell you, Mitch, they have so many defensemen on the left side. They don't need Madison. But they don't need Madison. It's not big deal, but he become UFA next year, Mitch. So you trade a players, the category, for someone's going to leave also like Anderson. Amia is UFA already, Mitch. So your proposal does not work. And we talked about Remus Anderson a bit early. That will cost you more to get Remus Anderson. What about acquiring Colorado about trading for John Manson for the veteran right defenseman? I think Colorado are going to trade Charlie Coy and Samuel Girard. It would take a little bit more to get Manson. They don't have a lot of right defensemen after McCarr. The only one they have is really Manson. I don't see that, Gary. Was a good one. Not allowed, Roger. Is too old. Marchand is too old. Corey Perry is too old. Giroux is too old. Tavares is too old. 80 points every year, Roger. Experience, leadership, professionalism, passion. Name. I go deep. I watch video, the clip, everything like that. Like Ovech, guys, my biggest problem is how he compete is not good. Big body, but he does not compete. So when I said not compete, he don't crash to the net. He's 6'4", 6'5". He could hit more. He does not. This is a red flag for him. And Montreal want compete. I don't see like Montreal select Lankovic. The opinion right there. For me, this is the one I expect it will be out of the board for the Montreal Canadiens. Now, Bear will be the dream of the Montreal Canadiens to get him. I think Newsbit is a little bit more 20, 22, 23, but he's a big body. I think Montreal Canadiens could see something inside of him. At 16, 17, guys, sometimes we're looking for a home run. This is my home run for me. Now, I said home run. Because he's a big body, I think it'll be a good swing. If it's not a double, it's a triple. So this is the Montreal are targeting for Montreal Canadiens for the NHL draft. For that. Guard and West are for the second round pick. Now, Mason West would be out already on that one. So we talk about Fodorov, we talk about other players about this, but they are, I have not put them there, I removed this. But I think guard is another one the Montreal are looking. Why? They're looking for big. They could play for compete. So for me, they are the players I believe in Montreal are targeting at the NHL draft at the pick 16, 17. I won't be surprised if they jumping, put the both team together, 16, 17, and jumping for 12, 13, 14. But he's going to have a one players. They have 16 good players. One of them is going to be on the board. And I don't know which one's going to be on the board. Is it Jackson Smith? Is it Victor Eklund? Is it Carter Bear? Carbono? I missed one. But one of them are going to be on the board. And that player could be not Bear, but that player I'm just talking about. So this is what I believe going to happen. Mr. Peter, welcome back. Like a fan, I would be okay with the Sydney plate somewhere where he go. We had attention, respect, I said Pittsburgh. Penguins. Thank you much, my friend Frank. Caulfield was 16. Gary Conway, you're absolutely about that one over there. Another one was really Caden Kilo. Gary. Cole Caulfield was select 15, and Kenan Coley was 16. Crosby leaving Pittsburgh is not presence. It could have made a much more on his last contract, but took a very flimsy reason. Leave door open for an easy trade if you want. Good point about that. This is why I want Spencer is not afraid to go in the corner, drive hard to net. He played with represent Canada. Gretzky Lincoln play at the beginning of that. He can score a decent size. Yeah, I agree with you about this, Jeff. I think he's going to be with Ottawa Senator selection for Malcolm Spence. In my opinion, he never been mentioned, guys. Spence. Take Nisbet at 16 is not a perfect top. I think it would be 17 for me, Roger. But Michael Spence, guys, is a late player, born September 22nd. So he is going to be 19. Maybe like Dimitrov, I believe. He's a 6'2", 200 pounds, Spence. Now, on the draft is 21, 16, 16, 24, 21, 33, 22, 22, 24, 22 for that. Bo TSN put him on 16. Edit Prospect put him on 21st, 21. McKean put him 23rd. I don't have Broman and Wheeler, but this is right there, Jeff. I don't say again you, Jeff. I just don't see him. But is a guy can play with the size, everything like that. For Mark, he said no Carbano and sing it violet. Shelton Hughes, that would be a great pick, a great character. I agree with you about that one over there. 41, 49. If he's still available, more 49 would be great. A lot of what young player to fancy does not fit an NHL role. Not bad, but not good either. Take Newsbit as something and send him to power skating school about that for him. And again, that's the player, guys. The chance to make the NHL is, I think for me, Carter Bear is a shaker one. Newsbit is a chance. Ansler is going to be a solid defenseman, second pairing, third pairing in NHL. And then guard is a long shot. And also Mason West is a long shot, another 6'6" about that. Yes, like I said, other name. I think this is what the Montreal are targeting about this. And before we move on, guys, I want the next thing, guys, is the Montreal Canadiens for sure is on the right direction. Zuski Hudson get vote for different awards in NHL. The Hart, the Calder, the Norris, the Selke. I think Montembeault get a Vezina, but again, we never see that in the last couple of years for the Montreal Canadiens. And we're just going the right direction with those kind of players. Dimitrov is coming. So we have a couple of players who join the Montreal Canadiens the next 2 years are possibly to be good. And those players I'm talking about, they are going to elevate their game. So Montreal Canadiens, guys, it's the right direction right now. Taking his bit of something, I got that one. That's why I like good NS skater. What Habs first pick in the second round? What is the Habs first pick in the second round? Roger is 41 overall pick. Murtaugh, maybe. The Russian kid, maybe. You're right about this, Shelton. That's another one by Peter about that. And Merca is another one on the board. Could be out, or be shocking. He is out. He is still on the board at 16, Peter. Is there a goalie with the drafting just in case? Mark Ravensbergen is a goaltender. Would be a first round. Is it the goaltender for Canada last year? Jake Ivanovik, I believe. And then you have a bunch of 5 goalie marked on the third round. I believe Montreal, if they keep 78, 81, 82, they're going to select a goaltender right there, Peter, Mark. Yes, that's one, Mr. Fisher about this. Marc-André Fleury, Mark, what a crowd about this one. Guys, the Olympic, Montreal Canadiens could have 5, 6, 7 players at the Olympic next year. Sakeski is one of them. I don't know if Joel Armia is going to make it. Zuski is going to make it or not. Hudson, Montembeault, Caulfield, Enneman, I'll be shocked. They are the player I'm thinking you can be with the team for the upcoming Olympic. So Montreal is going to be possible to be represented at the Olympic. But that one are all the terrific players, and they are clash players, but to use has some work to do, but is the moving the right direction for sure. Have you done a much research on Mason West, American Methodist athlete? Yes. So this kid is from Minnesota, 6'6", played with the high school as a quarterback. Play in UCHL last year. I think it's Dakota, I believe. And the UCHL, you have 9 point and 10. You have 9 point and 10 a game, and UCHL 1 goal, 8 assists for 9 point 10 game. Yeah. Look, he prefers hockey, but he's going to complete his last year at the high school in Minnesota. And after that, he's moving a USHL, then he's going to be there. Potentially, the body is attractive. His skate is not bad. Hockey IQ is very good. But you have to learn a lot, right? It's going to be, I believe me, a pick between 25 to 32. A team is going to take a chance. Can a Montreal at 17 take a chance with him? Or a team at 22, 23, or 21 can pick him up? I don't know. But this is a guy right there, JF. You talk about players, like I said, quarterback and play forward with that one. Peter, size. Yes. Will Fuller ever? I think so, Roger. I think Fuller is going to be a good goaltender in NHL. The time will tell us. I would like him to be 6'3", 6'4", but he's 6'2". But he's athletic, is really good goaltender. Don't worry, guys, what you see in Laval last season, right? This is only a frame of that. But the potential of Fuller is going to be good in NHL. Wellstad, Kosa, Azakarov, it takes time to goalie, guys. So now he said Tobesh get there, but Tobesh was older, and Tobesh was 2 more years more in NCAA compared to Fuller. So take him a time, 2-3 years Fuller for the Montreal Canadiens, and we go from there, I believe. Mason West is converted to Rand McLeod. McLeod is 6'6"? No. Yeah, I agree with you, Jeff, about that. RJ Galbro knocked the door. Welcome back, Jeff. Jeff, thanks for being with us, guys. And that's what happening, guys, on the Montreal Canadiens. This one tonight will be very particular about that. Let's move on what we got in the shot. Now, I need your participation. Don't forget, please, to click on the like if you don't mind. That'd be good. And if you have any question, now it's your turn to share it with me. If you see me disappear or frozen, it's an internet problem, guys. Still with this. Don't go nowhere. It takes 30 seconds. I hope it will be fixed very soon by something we're hanging with there. Don't forget, at 10:10 tonight, we are back with the baseball to see Otani, the starter of the Los Angeles Dodgers, at 10:10, guys. We'll see what happens. A lot of great conversation. The chat with A2 and Mr. Fisher about that one. Here we go, guys. My next thing, guys, is this one. I forgot that question, guys. Let me go back to the Panthers guy. Hold on. I think the question is right here. All right. The time I'm going to go under over, guys, I'm going to have this question. I'm going to give you 2 minutes for that answer. You can Google if you want to do that, but try to figure out by yourself. Here we go. The question is, guys, not this one. Name every existing NHL franchise that has been to at least one Stanley Cup final and never lost. So that those team has been to the Stanley Cup 2 times, 1 time, 3 times, 6 times, 20 times, and they never lose at the final Stanley Cup. Who are they? So give me your answer in the chat. I'll be right back in the next couple of minutes, and I will give you an answer at the next, like I said, the next couple of minutes. And now we're going to go to the games called the under and over. And the game under and over, guys, is the rumor we hear in the last couple days. Yes, Mark McKinnon now Anderson, one of my favorite, who is the best chance is falling to us at 16, Mark. It's a tough one, guys, because when you get 10 to 16, guys, 15, you have 6 players. Etchinson, Ekblom, Carbonneau, Smith, Bear. I missed one. That one, I don't get it. I don't want to open up my plate right there, but Carter Bear, Anaheim Islanders, 007. Biggest one is first year. Very tough one. Shelton about that. Hopefully Shelton. I think Shelton is the first time in the house, guys. We want to say we welcome him in the house. Here we go. Victor, Aaron Ekblad, $7.5 million. You think under or over? No problem, Mr. Fisher. Canada, Florida, Tampa, Dallas, Vegas, Stan. Remember the question, guys, is this part. How many teams win the Stanley Cup and they never lose or they never been the runner-up? So think about this. Which team been there and they never running up? Billy go under. Gary go under. Under. You're welcome, Shelton. You're welcome every time. We do many things here, Shelton. Just curious, are you a Montreal Canadiens fans, by the way? And where are you coming from? Your name looked like, Ken Hughes. But, you know what I mean? Over for Frank. I predict me is the maximum he will get. I think he's going to sign a 6-year deal at $7 million. You're right, Billy, about that. The next one, Bennett, $8.5 million. Under or over? Winnipeg, Shelton. Islanders, Frank. Remember, guys, Islanders lost in 1984. So it's not Islanders. They went four and then they lose again Edmonton, if I can recall it. Thank you, Frank, RJ. Glad to Vegas, Peter. Fans since 19 early. That's awesome, Sheldon. This is a place, Sheldon, to be. We're all old people. Or maybe not all, because I'm going to hurt some people. But we are a lot of people here are follow Montreal since NRTAP since 1950 for NRTAP. I see him smiling right now. We love Mr. NRTAP. Shelton, we have a lot of people here are follow Montreal in 70s. Larry Lavallée maybe Roger Delaney, the 60s. I guess under Bennett is out right now. By aware under for me. Over the Bennett, who is calling old coach? Yes, A2, right? Here we go. We have a bunch of people like this. Luc Lafortune, myself, on that age, Shelton. So, that Marchand, 8.5. Great point, Guy. Marchand, 8.5. There you go. M&M, 76 for him. Here we go. So, 76 for M&M. Roger Delaney, guys, is at the same age. 65 for me. Here we go. Great point, Roy. Under Gary. Marchand under. Hate to set it, but over for Marchand, Peter. Yeah, Peter. Can you think of him a 2-year deal at $9 million? Under, Marchand, lower. Stendeman, Marchand, well under. Roy, Guy, under. Frank, over. See, that's love. I love this. Manor, $13 million. Manor, thanks for the likes, guys. We got tonight. Don't forget, guys, we'll be back after the show at 10:10. We do the baseball game, play-by-play. Today's playoff, I have probably additional $20 million per year for Marchand. A2 go with under for all of them. Peter, I think, Peter, I think we're going to offer $9 million for Marchand for 2 years. Under for Manor for Dave. Right under. Sendeman, $13 million for Manor. Yes, Gary, man under. I think it's going to be under, because if you go in location where the tax is not high, he's going to get 12.5. I agree with you, Shelton, about that one. Nicolas Heller. Now, the rumor is $9 million. I don't see that. That's ridiculous. Are you willing to pay $7 million, guys? A guy. And I'm worried about this part. Never have more at 64 points in NHL. He never scored more. He has one season at 29 goals. A good point, Peter, about that. I remember 1936, yeah. Eminem. Whatever manner, and is going to be a huge disappointment. He does not have a Matthew and Ellender finish anymore for him. Eller under, like you said, goes inconsistent. 69 game this season, 82, but before that, guys, 45, 62, 47, 31, 62. Can we see another Kirby Doc? 29 years old next year. He's 6'1 winger. He fly on the ice. Understand that. He's not a fit. He's not a center. He does not hit a lot. Thank you for the likes. And the last one, guys. John Tavares, $7 million. Habs should stay away from Heller Shilton. Eller is 6 foot 170. He was a 9 overall pick in 2014. Under Frank. Now, I'm going to give you a breaking news. Are you ready? It's a rumor. It's not confirmed. About the Montreal Canadiens. From David Pagnota at the podcast Late Morning Takes. He announced the Montreal Canadiens are going to looking for Mitch Marner. He said, Mitch Marner, the Montreal Canadiens are going to looking and see. So we're going to taste with Marner what he's looking for, and they're going to talk to the Marner camp GM, the agent, to see what Marner is looking for. Yeah, two other teams are in Canada, the Calgary Flames and the Ottawa Senators. I don't see this happen. But this is what I believe about this one. So, interesting to hear that, guys. Rumor, guys, you're going to get a lot of rumor left and right until the July 1st. I don't see that. I don't believe it. I don't see Montreal can go that direction at all. Now, can they talk to them? Of course they can. They talked to Caleb Denoyer at the NHL draft, right? I think it was nice to see Montreal can do that. To mention Caleb Denoyer. They care about the player for the Quebec, but I don't see Marner with the Montreal Canadiens. And I agree with you. I will not go over there. Mistake, Eagle. We all agree with that one over there, guys. I was just shaking the wall. That one, the long time break with him. You're right about this. Why? About that? Any question, guys? I will not touch Marner. We have a winner. The question was, name every existing NHL franchise that has been to the at least one Stanley Cup. We have a winner of that one, guys. And the team, the Colorado Avalanche and 007, Mit Her. 007 is the winner of that one. And let's see what we got here. I'm going to put this in big, guys. 007 is very slow right now. Okay, the color avalanche. So, prove to show to you guys about this answer, guys. He is the only one get that answer of the night tonight on this one. And you can give me, guys, your any question you want to give me about 3-4 minutes here. And I'm going to tease you guys. I'm going to tease you before you go. Why, Coach? Because this is my NHL draft. Can you see Hughes sign Dante Fabro to remplace Savard on the blue line? Good question about that on the proportion on the conversation. Guys, I go left and right. Fabro is negotiation with the Columbus Blue Jackets to get an extension with the team. So I'm not sure he's going to get the UFA market, but if he does go to the market, Montreal are going to looking for Daddy Fabro for definitely about him. For that, the contract we talk about him is between $3 million to 4.5 per year. At the end of the day, Fabro is looking for the security. So he's looking about how many years. And that's the point with the Montreal. Can they give him a 3-year deal maximum? And Fabro can get a 4 or 5 years somewhere else. So this is the only thing I believe. But yes, he's a part of it could happen about that one over there. No problem. 007. Again, Coach, who is leaving by trade release a UFA, both Montreal Canadiens Laval. Well, Gignac leave for that. Savard left. Pesada left. He's going to leave. Barry Boulet, I'm not sure with Laval Rocket. And the two other player guys are going to be Arbia and Devorak. I believe one of the two is going to be with the Montreal Canadiens. And on trade, New Hook, Madison, Mayu, other player maybe could be trade. Now, of course, Beck, Kapanen, conversation. But it would take a huge trade to get out Jekai and Mayu. Fabro is terrible. Jason, welcome in the house. Can Fabro? No, Peter. Does not play with that kind of work ethic like Carrier. William Carlson as second center, great face-up, excellent two-way player. Yes, Shelton, I'd make a video a couple of days, 2 weeks ago, about Nicolas Hague and Eric Carlson. The rumor is, guys, possible it will not be trade. Try to go back where I'm supposed to be. The Vegas are going to keep Carlson, but what he said, he had not a great year this year. The year before that, had a great year. He's 32 years old. He's a 5 point something per year contract, and he has 2 more years on his deal. You're right about this, but I don't think the Vegas want to trade him at this moment. Great point, Shelton, about that. Also, Fabro played great for Congress after Nashville trade. You're right about this. He contributed a lot for that team, for sure. Carlson declined, no clue about Fabro. Yes, he's a small player, 5'10", 5'11", I believe. He has 15 points. Let me finish with a show like this, guys. Fabro, Tandy Fabro. With Nashville, with Columbus, I apologize. He had 26 points and 62 games, 9 goals for him last year with the Columbus Blue Jackets. Again, is only a 6 foot, 183, 6 foot, 190, but he does not play with compete a lot for me. Good skater. I don't want to compare him to Mike Madison at the point like Madison is a bit more taller, but the way he plays is the same style like Mike Madison. That's maybe I can tell you the best thing. About Loz Gignac, Hughes et Gustav Lindstrom. You're right about this, Peter. Gignac signed a contract, Lindstrom back home, and Connor Hughes signed a big deal 5 years. We have a Carrier. You're right about this, Shelton. Strobel 6 foot, Carrier 5'11", I believe. Hudson 5'9". So I think that's enough to have small there over there. So basically, Eneman for that one. Guys, that's all we got tonight on the show, on the Hockey National Show. I'll be back in the next 10 minutes. I know some of you don't follow baseball, but I'm doing a couple of baseball games this summer, guys. To have a good time in the chat. We talk about baseball. It's a late game, but it's Ohtani starter, and I don't expect too much for the people. And I'm going to do many games in NFL next season too. I just want to create more buzz around the channel here, and it's 9 o'clock here in Tehran, so why not to do it? To do baseball. So I look forward to see all of you guys. I wish you an amazing, great night. Of course, we want to thank all the people. I apologize, guys, for the internet again. Have the answer, I will give it to you, but I can wish you the next time. Tomorrow night, right here. Right there. The Florida Panthers versus the Edmonton Oilers. Game number 6, play-by-play with our hockey coach, Coach Frenchy. We want to thank Luciano Ron at the moderator. RJ Calabo, the news and update of the Hockey National Show. And all the people, click on the like. And this is your exit. You're out. Click on the likes. Become a member of the Hockey National Show. Every day, we talk about the Montreal Canadiens. 365 days per year. Oh, don't lie. Yes, maybe 5 days we don't do anything about Montreal Canadiens. But at least we bring consistency. I don't miss many days. I try the best I can, and hopefully you enjoy the show tonight. I can wait to see you the next time. We have a couple of hours. Another last thing, pray for Mr. Nartap and all the people have some physicality challenge around the world, guys. Not looking good. What's going on left and right? But I hope you have an amazing, great night. I can wait to see you until next time, my friend. Be well, be healthy. Find a way not only to dominate your day, but find a way to dominate the first half of what? Someone was said 2025. The only reason we are who we are here in the chat, who we are, what we are, whatever it is, at that point, it's because that's who you are. Oops, sorry about that. We changed the place of that. That's who you are.
You are awesome. You are amazing. You are the best. And remember, you have greatness inside of you.
Exactly, you have greatness inside of you. I can't wait to see you next time. Shelton, look forward to you next time, my friend. Click on the notification on your YouTube channel. I'm telling you right now, you're going to love the people here. Me, I'm only drive the bus, but the people behind me, the passenger like A2, GF, PLW, and NRTAP, and many of the other people, Peter, Mark, Larry Lavallée, Shelton, all great people. We respect each other. Of course, sometimes one always get out left and right, but I'm telling you, 99.9 guys, Shelton, you're going to love who we are here in the chat. It's not about me, it's about the people in the chat. So thanks everybody being part of the show tonight. I can wait to see you tomorrow night. Cash, have a great night, Mr. Fans. Don't forget, please, to click on the likes. Thanks so much, Roy, tonight, talking about left and right. PLW, baseball. We're going to knock the door. Thanks so much, Mark Elliott. Tonight, 007, welcome and congratulations for that one. And of course, the Hockey National Show, the Habs Nation, and the Cheese and Thailand. Want to tell you one more thing. We love you, friends. Good night, everybody. Kapkoop Crab. See you tomorrow night, 7 o'clock and 8 o'clock p.m. You're welcome, Shelton. Thanks so much, my friend. Glad to have the people. Larry, be back tomorrow. Guy, baseball in the next 2 minutes. Good night, everybody. Oh. Booyah! Good night, everyone.